Previously on the Ark of Time.
Pleased to meet you, Zeke.
This must be the criminal you told me about. We're supposed to be offering some comfort.
Who is that there with... Oh, no. Come on. This can't be good.
Take away the stone from his tomb.
But Lord, he has been in there for 4 days. Lazarus!
Where are we supposed to go next?
That's why I came, though it's a bit odd to thank me for my own arrival. Adam, he honestly hasn't figured it out yet.
Nope.
But where are we?
Actually, I think there's a more pressing question this time. What are you wearing?
You are her maidservants, are you not?
Well, yes, of course we are.
I believe this will be Queen Esther, if I'm not mistaken.
In here. Hey, grab those rolls. I'll get one of those water pitchers.
Okay.
So, Esther, what is your petition? Just tell me and it will be given to you.
Grant me my life. This is my petition.
Where is he, the man who hath dared to do such a thing?
An adversary and enemy. This vile Haman.
Your Highness!
A pole reaching to a height of about 75 feet stands by Haman's house.
Impale him on it.
I expect we have about 3, 2, 1.
Well done, chaps. You've served your purpose here.
I thought you'd be showing up.
You are a bit predictable.
I prefer to think of myself as dependable. But no matter, there are other matters for you to attend to at the present.
Where are we off to this time?
On your quest for treasure, you'll now travel to a time when it all could have unraveled. You'll make your way through barren lands while avoiding stealthy and subtle sands.
So we're going to the desert.
It certainly sounds that way, but when?
Well, since Britt is gone, I imagine we'll have to figure that out for ourselves.
You want to start talking about comic books again? That seemed to work well for us before.
I can't really think of any that take place in the desert.
Batman isn't really about resurrection, or Lazarus for that matter either. But it still worked out in the end.
That's a fair point. Well... Nope. I've still got nothing.
What if you just close your eyes and think really hard about the desert and push that little button of yours? Maybe we'll just end up in the right place.
I guess we could try that. But I really don't want to end up with the dinosaurs again.
I agree. That is something we should avoid.
There has to be a better way.
Maybe we should consider the rest of the riddle.
That's probably not the worst idea that you've ever had.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. So, what does "to find the treasure you'll travel to a time when it all could have unraveled" mean?
Unraveled means taken apart or broken, right? So, the end of time?
I don't think we're to the point of revelation just yet.
I suppose that would be jumping the gun a bit.
So there's other times in the desert when God's plan could have been undone, maybe.
That's really something that you and Britt would be better at remembering.
Is Britt some kind of time-traveling minister or something? I feel like there's something I keep missing with that guy.
He's got a bit more oomph to him than a minister.
I can see that, but why is he so concerned with what we do?
Oh, he's concerned with everyone.
He's got this holier-than-thou thing going that bothers me more than a little. Can't you just tell me who he is?
I'm not really sure that it'll help with our current situation, but I guess you've earned a little enlightenment. He's not just playing at being holier than thou.
I don't know, I go to church regularly and I try to be a good person.
I don't think you get what I mean. I mean that he really is holier than either of us.
Good God, you don't mean...
I think you've got it now.
All this time he's been the Pope in disguise?
Really? That's the direction you went with that. The Pope.
He's not the Pope?
No, he's not the Pope!
That's true, though I would have made a pretty good Pope, and people do call me Heavenly Father a lot.
I really wish you would stop doing that.
I saw the two of you were having a little trouble with my riddle, and so I thought I'd pop in and see if I couldn't help you out a little.
Now wait just a minute, I have a bone to pick with you.
Careful, Ezekiel.
No, I'm done being careful. I'm not going to... Ow!
I did tell you to be careful.
That really hurt.
If you'd only listened, you could have avoided striking your foot against that stone there. More people should listen when I try to speak to them.
Why do you always have to be so indirect?
People respond better if they think that their actions are their own ideas.
Well, G-Man, I'm glad you stopped by, but didn't you say that you came to lend us a hand?
I did, and now that I've done that, I think it's high time that we let Ezekiel in on our little secret.
Do we have to? It's fun to watch him get angry.
Yes, we have to.
Do you want to do it, or shall I?
I suppose you can do it.
It really would be no trouble for you to tell him.
For the love of God, will one of you please tell me?
You'd give up my love just to know who I am.
What?
Ezekiel, I am God.
Very funny.
He's telling the truth, Zeke.
No, he's not.
What'll it take beyond facilitating this whole time travel thing to convince you?
Can you make a stone that is so heavy that not even you can move it?
Done, but not like you expect. I gave you and the rest of humanity free will, Ezekiel. That is the stone which I cannot move, which I myself created.
That's sort of like cheating.
Have a little faith, Ezekiel. The rest will take care of itself.
All right, you two. Zeke and I have work to do. You mentioned that you'd already helped us. Do you think you could point out that little hint that you gave us again, since I missed it?
Ezekiel can still feel the effects of it.
I struck my foot against a stone and you tried to stop it from happening, which, if you are God, points us to a very specific moment in the desert.
That it does.
We have to go to when Jesus was tempted by the devil in the desert.
Let's get to it then, shall we?
Indeed. Let's go. See you later. He's gone again.
Easy come, easy go. And here we go.
Well, that's still a neat trick. I'm feeling a little lightheaded, though.
Sometimes that happens when you know you've met God for the first time.
Is it really him?
It's really him.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
You're a lot more rational in front of God than you were with Jesus.
Yes, well, God and I have sort of a sordid history.
What do you mean?
My mother wanted me to be a rabbi, and my father told me to chase my dreams.
Sounds rough.
You don't know the half of it. When I decided to follow my dreams, my mother told me that God would never forgive me. Jewish moms, you know.
Well, now you've talked to the guy. He didn't seem too angry with you.
Yeah, but now that I know Britt is God, I can't help but feel that I should be watching my back.
What do you mean?
What if he brought me here to punish me for making the wrong choice?
I really doubt that's the case. Britt isn't really all that threatening.
Not right now, but, you should really spend more time reading the Bible. Britt is scary in the Old Testament.
Sure, I guess. So that's it. You're worried because you didn't become a rabbi.
That's only part of the trouble. I, also sort of destroyed the synagogue.
What?
It was mostly an accident.
How do you accidentally destroy a synagogue?
It's a really long story.
You know we got all kinds of time.
Perhaps if we ever get to the end of this whole mess, I'll fill you in.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Zeke.
I'll tell you.
Well, looks like we made it to the point of revelation after all. We should really get to the thing that we came here for, though.
I suppose.
I'm glad you agree, because it looks like we've run out of time to talk.
What, already? Doesn't Britt usually say that?
No, I mean there's someone coming.
Oh, who is it?
You should not be here.
No, it's all right, Jesus. We were sent here by your father.
You were? Did he think that I could not do this alone?
I don't think that's it. I think we need to see you succeed.
If you must see, then please stay, but do not be seen when he comes.
He who?
The devil, Zeke. We've had enough of that guy and his servants. We'll just be over here behind these dunes.
Of course.
So you've had enough of wandering about the desert, have you, Jesus? You're looking a bit puckish. Maybe if you are the Son of God and all that, you should command those stones to turn to bread.
It is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God.
As you wish. I do have a couple of other questions, though. Let's bring along your mates over there, shall we?
What do you know, Joe?
Good to see you again, Mr. King. And you, Mr. Zeke, was it?
That's right. I'm surprised you remember me.
Oh, I've been paying careful attention to you. If I can't get what I want here, you might make a fine consolation prize.
We're just here to observe, Joe. Maybe you should just get on with what you came here to do.
Well, let's take a little trip, shall we? Below is the holy city. If ye are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written that he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone.
It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test.
If you say so. One more jaunt then, if you don't mind. I'm pretty sure you'll find this last stop interesting. Look, Son of God, upon all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. All this I will give to you if you will bow down and worship me.
You are a master of temptation, betrayer, but go away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only.
There are other things for me to attend to, but I'm certain that this is not over. See you again at the end.
You all right there, Jesus?
Yes, I will be fine.
That couldn't have gone much better.
Indeed, it could not have gone much better if I had written it myself.
I hate it when you do that.
I know. So, do you feel like you did what you came here to do?
Actually, I feel a lot like a spectator. What happened to helping bring down city walls or delivering important messages?
A treasure hunt through time and witnessing some of the most important moments of history aren't enough for you.
It doesn't really seem like we're hunting treasure.
I feel like I've gotten a lot of value from these moments.
Oh, don't be a suck-up, Zeke.
Well then, if you're in need of something more moving, then I'm all too happy to oblige you. Your next trip will be both dangerous and intriguing. I wish you the best of luck. Here, you'll need this.
Thanks, stones do not dash against feet on their own. Nice opening.
Yeah. Read on.
Stones do not dash against feet on their own. Sometimes they are the tool by which we are able to atone. You will travel next to aid in the death of a Titan, and there you will a family's burden lighten.
That does sound both dangerous and intriguing. Any ideas, Zeke?
Seems like you have much to consider, and you've arrived at that point where we're out of time for this evening. While we let Adam and Ezekiel consider where to go next, I invite you to visit our Facebook page and see if you can't come up with the answer on your own for a chance to win some fantastic prizes. Good night. Tonight's episode was written by Michael Helgens and performed by Greg Kilberger and Steve Rimpici, with additional voices from Michael Helgens. Thanks for listening, and good night from Strobe Studios.